What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Cozy's Corner, where we are just grateful for being in the present moment. And you want to know what that is? That is the cure to anxiety and depression. Guys, today I have a special topic. I was just watching Purpose Driven, and he was talking about something very important, and it is something that if you have them, it is sure to ensure your success if you want to be a, stealing his thing, driven person, or if you just want to be a successful person. And that thing is boundaries. And today I'm here to talk about boundaries. I'm sorry, guys, if I look extra sleepy. I took my sleep aids and I was like, wait, let me record a video before I sleep. So I told y'all I'm kicking it into overdrive. This is my brand. This is my God-given purpose to run wow. So anyways, I'm here. I'm recording. I'll get enough sleep for tomorrow. But yes, boundaries. These are so important. Honestly. All right, so first off, what are boundaries? According to Google, it is I'm reading it off here. It is boundary, a line that marks the limit of an area, dividing line. Now, I know that there is a more technical definition that serves our purpose, but I'm sorry. Now, I know that there is a more technical definition that better serves the purpose of this conversation, but let's just go with that. Let's just go with a line that draws the limits of an area. Now, let's think to ourselves as to why that line may be important in life. Let's say the very clear line between work and leisure. Because if you don't, a lot of people be like, of course I have a boundary between work and being off work, but some people don't. I've met people in life that's just like, I used to be one of those people where it's like, oh, my boss just called me in, so I got to go in. No boundary between work and I'm clocked out in free time. No boundary. And if you fail to draw that line, those things are going to mix and your life is going to get messy. And how can you be organized and successful if your life is messy? The boundary between friends and a relationship. Some of us in our lives, we feel like we can do things with our friends that should be preserved for partners, and you wonder why these relationships get problematic when you enter a relationship, because then you got to hurry up and sort things in a fashion. But if you had a line, it wouldn't be a questioning game. And if you want to achieve something in life, guys, boundaries are very important. If you want, say I want to finish a project in 30 days, 60 days, whatever. If I have the boundary set up that after a certain days through the week, people cannot contact me and ask me to go do things. I can't go run errands. I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go out. I can't go to the club. And if I pre-establish that line, if I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick to that boundary whenever the call comes, I'm not just, I gotta go, like, oh bro, you want to go out tonight? I gotta go. Nah, bro, I set the boundary with myself that I would dedicate myself to getting this done for the next 60 days, man. So I'm gonna have to catch you. Oh, bro, you only live once. Don't let people trick you with that you only live once. Remember, that applies for everything you do in life. So yes, without boundaries, you allow a lot of temptation, a lot of last minute decisions, a lot of anxiety, just a lot of last minute decision making that you don't need in your life to achieve. If you want a healthy relationship, you have to set boundaries with your friends, or you're going to be exhausted with them calling every night, they know like, yo, bro, I'm with my girl and it's after 9. You know I'm chilling with my girl. Just don't call me, bro. If you got some really important message me, or call if you got an emergency. But like, don't try to stay on the phone, have a conversation, because you know that's my time with her. Versus you don't set that boundary with your homie. So every night, what's up, bro? Yeah, so I'm kind of with my girlfriend, and she has to see the fact that you don't have boundaries. You don't have boundaries. You let people walk all over you, and then nobody respects you, and then you lose everything. You lose everyone's respect, and then you lose everything. Don't try to be a people pleaser, guys. Boundaries are important, and you gotta have boundaries with yourself. Boundaries, if I want to have a like say if you want to get something done, say like I want to have a less lustful mind, I have to draw that boundary with myself to not trigger those lustful tendencies. So not looking at my phone at night, not looking at my phone early in the morning, filtering certain things off of my phone, not being in certain places. You know you struggle with lust bad, maybe the club or the booty shaking at is not the place for you at that moment. Maybe you are not strong enough to withstand it. You got to give yourself time to grow. Boundaries can create great confines that allow you to grow. And at first, I was scared of boundaries because they created isolation. I was scared of isolation. But now that I'm seeing the power that they hold, boundaries don't just section you off from the world. It sections you off for the things that you don't want to stand for, and within those boundaries are the things that you stand for. And I know that's kind of like some mumbo jumbo talk, but it's true. If you block out, say you block out the drinking and the smoking because you want to make room for exercising and reading, within your boundary are habits that promote exercise and reading, and outside of that are habits that promote otherwise. I'm not calling the habit good or bad, but I'm saying the fact that the habits within the boundary are going to make you grow. So I've learned the hard way that boundaries are needed, and to get where I want to be in life, I'm now going to set up some pretty strong boundaries. And you know what? I feel like it's an activity we should do together. So I say, if you got like a pen and paper, grab something to write with. I'm trying to look for something right now, so give me a second. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I got sticky note and a marker. Let's do an activity, guys. Let's pick an area that we want to grow in. Let's start off with that. Let's pick something, whether it's personal, it's related to a project or whatever. Let's pick a section of our life, just one section where we would like to grow in, and put 3 boundaries that we can put up around that part of our life to encourage the growth in that area. I'm probably going to do this for multiple areas, but let's start off with the cozy corner. So for me, I'm going to say cozy corner boundaries. You can cozy corner boundaries. So I got to think about, for the success of this YouTube channel and my brand, what are some habits I can do? Let's think. Here's a good one. No picking up calls while I'm working. No picking up calls while I'm working. Because always I'll sit down and I'll be like, it's time to get a video done. It's time to get a video done. And then I'll get a call. And then I'll stay on that call instead of saying, hey, I'm recording, or just ignoring it. I get out of my zone and I never finish the video. I've lost so many videos doing that. Another boundary. See if we can think. Let's take some time to think. I'll give you this time to think too. No picking up calls, no. Oh, scheduling nothing over recording and editing time. The time that I have to record it and edit is unless it's an emergency, is a set in stone block. So no scheduling over recording time. And I'm gonna stick to these two, guys. So I'm picking a very simple one. Pick a very simple one. Pick something very simple. Like if you're working out, pick the boundaries you can have with yourself while working out. Here's some examples. If you don't feel like you're present while you're working out, or you're constantly scrolling your phone like I am, do no phone while working out. No junk food right before working out. You know? Again, the phone on silent while working out. Don't get distracted. So these are just boundaries that can help you grow. Now let me do one more. Let me think. I'm going back to thinking now. I'm going back to thinking. Not gonna lie, y'all, I'm getting tired. For now, I'm just gonna say finally got my third one. No video games or distractions while working. Because I've done that before too. I've turned on a good video game. I've turned on Marvel Rivals while saying I'm gonna work. I've got on my phone, so no distracting apps. So here we have, I'm getting really sleepy, I'm sorry. Here we have 3 boundaries. See that? I actually wrote them down. Cozy corner boundaries. First boundary. So these are boundaries to give myself time and space and room to grow in the area of my life that is my YouTube channel. No picking up the calls, no picking up the phone or checking unimportant messages while I'm working. Number 2, no scheduling anything over recording time unless it's an emergency. If I told myself I would record, I have to treat this like a real job. No, let's go to the movies. I can peep the movie after that. Why do I have to derail my work time? Say go to the movies now and then work later, so I never work and I never move forward with my dreams. And think about it. Maybe it's not growing. This is another message for anything in your life. Maybe it's not growing because you're not giving it space and room to. And not having any boundaries allows some things in your life to get over the wall and attack that thing that you really are trying to nurture. Number 3, no video games / distractions while I'm working. So we got 3 great boundaries. No picking up calls, no going out or scheduling things over that time, and no distractions. So boom. And that right there, I will give y'all feedback over the next 2 weeks. I will give y'all feedback on how these boundaries, I'll give you little tidbits of this, how these boundaries have improved my life and improved the quality of the Cozy's Corner or the Cozy Oreo board, the OK Cozy, whatever, this Cozy channel. So yes, with that being said, guys, please don't forget to set boundaries. I'm going to do another video conjunctioning to this tomorrow. I'm getting really sleepy, so I literally feel my brain shutting down. So, all right, guys, optimism over all odds. In other words, wow. Get off of me, Spider-Man. I'm tired. Actually, you're coming to bed with me. Peace.